These are called Texas Longhorns, but they are not your average cow. They tell me they can fetch a price of 40 grand, and recently one sold for a record 170,000. But I digress. This is a car show, but you probably figured we are in Texas, but we're not in the cow pasture. We're at the fabulous Circuit of the Americas, the home to every form of car racing, including Formula One. So why are we here? Well, as we all know, Cadillac has been on a roll. It has gone through a renaissance, something Lincoln can only dream about. And this week in Texas, Cadillac continues its attack on the Germans with the launch of the brand new ATS-V.
It's some of our best work yet. This car has got the split personality, where it's a luxury everyday driver, okay, as well as this track monster. And we're demonstrating the ATS-V to the media, giving them a chance to get a first-hand experience as to how strong this car performs out on the track as well as on the public road system.
You've seen the ATS-V R, the race car that we launched a couple of days ago. Obviously, from an inspiration point of view, we wanted to have some connection between the ATS-V and the race car variant. But honestly, from a styling point of view, this car was very much driven by the work that the engineering team was doing to meet their performance targets. Honestly, it was styled on the racetrack and it was styled in the wind tunnel. So all the new content that you see on the exterior of the vehicle, apart from looking great, is pretty much driven by either packaging, so the wider fenders for the wider track. The new face is all there for cooling, so that the new powertrain gets to breathe better. You get about 50% more air into the front end of the car. Everything else is about aerodynamics, about lift reduction, or about mass reduction.
The new ATS-V is equipped with a 3.6-liter twin turbo. The number one source of conquest sales for the ATS is BMW.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 Cadillac ATS-V.
One of the questions being asked is, will this new ATS-V, as they say, cannibalize its older brother, the CTS-V?
We believe there's room for both the ATS-V and the CTS-V in the marketplace. You can look at the ATS as a precision scalpel, and it's a fine tool. It's light, it's nimble. We got a twin-turbo V6 in there, and it can compete with the best in the world in that size. And then you have the CTS-V, which is coming a little later this year, and that's really the sledgehammer. It's the track monster. It's going to have the supercharged V8, 640 plus horsepower. So two different approaches to performance, but still going to be both track capable and vehicles that you can drive day to day with a pure luxury and then take to the weekend and drive home from the track and probably pass a lot of the competitors out there.
Inside the V, very much like an ATS, although they've added some really nice carbon fiber highlights. In the back seat, very little room, but again, this is a sports sedan. And speaking of seats, I just got out of a 911 Turbo S. I know it's a tough life, but despite a zillion different seat adjustments, I just couldn't find the sweet spot for my aching back. In this Cadillac, however, not only do you have 16-way Recaro seats, you can actually watch the adjustments on the screen as you're toggling back and forth. Very cool. Now, the Q Infotainment System, well, GM has taken a bit of heat for this. It's just a bit finicky. They promised to improve it, bring in some knobs and dials. However, if you own a vehicle like this, it won't be a problem as you get used to it. And again, lots of adjustments on the steering wheel.
When we talk about the demographic, we're certainly interested in having a younger demographic for Cadillac. ATS as a model line has done wonders for that. We have about 70% of buyers of ATS are new to Cadillac. The ATS-V is really going to expand on that by being, I guess, a more performance-oriented vehicle, but I think it's going to bring more young people and more drivers to the brand.
Once you find that sweet spot, well, you just let the 3.6 liter twin turbo V6, 464 horsepower, and your right foot do the rest. Now you got a choice of a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed automatic, the same one out of the Corvette, but with a much different personality. I know we all love manuals, but believe me, these new automatics like this one will make you a better driver on and off the road, and you still have the paddles for manual shifting. However, what I like most about this V is what the engineers have done to the sound. Have a listen.
It's just a pleasure to drive, yet it's got all the technology and safety features and latest electronics that you'd expect from a Cadillac. It has heated steering wheel, heated seats. It has 4G LTE connectivity. We're growing around the world. Number 1 market is North America. Number 2 market is China. We're here to capture all the market we can and let these new Cadillacs speak for themselves.
Journalists continue their hot laps here in the 2016 Cadillac ATS-V at the Circuit of the Americas. And you know, it's true that many consumers still have nameplate envy. They must have that BMW or Mercedes badge in the driveway. But this ATS-V is another example that Cadillac is determined to change that attitude. And the only way is to build a Caddy that can be easily compared in both performance and price. This ATS-V fits that bill. But hey, don't take my word for it. I mean, it's your money, but if your wallet is already open, I suggest you take this vehicle for a test drive up against some of that German competition. You know, it's been said there are few surprises left in life. I might suggest this could be a surprise and one you'll enjoy.